Do you feel bloated and exhausted after meals or notice stubborn belly fat even though you eat healthy? Here's something most people don't realize. The problem may not be your gut alone. It could be your liver. Millions of people have fatty liver and don't even know it because early on, it often causes no symptoms at all. And that's why people get confused. They're eating better, they're exercising, they're doing all the right things, but their body still isn't responding the way it should. This condition is now called MASLD, metabolic dysfunction associated steatotic liver disease. That's the new name for fatty liver. So in this talk, we will use MASLD and fatty liver intermittently, interchangeably. Millions of people have fatty liver and don't even know it because it often causes no symptoms at first. I'm Dr. Ngozi Okoro, Mayo Clinic Rochester trained board certified gastroenterologist and liver specialist. In this video, I'll show you what really causes fatty liver, why it affects your digestion, your energy and metabolism, and what you can do to prevent and even reverse it. Why does this matter, Dr. Okoro? Did you know that up to 40% of US adults have MASLD, and most don't even know it? If left unchecked, it can progress to cirrhosis, and it's now one of the leading causes of liver transplantation. If you've ever wondered why your body isn't responding the way it should, stay with me. This could change how you think about your health. This topic can be confusing, but at the end of this talk, you will have an excellent understanding. MASLD happens when fat builds up in the liver, not from alcohol, but from metabolic dysfunction. This includes high blood sugar, insulin resistance, excess calories, and genetics. Most people don't feel symptoms in the beginning. It's often discovered through two main ways. Number one, routine blood work showing mildly elevated liver enzymes. Number two, either an ultrasound or CT scan or MRI showing fat in the liver. I once had a patient who said to me, "I feel fine, Dr. Okoro, but my primary care doctor just told me I have fatty liver." You know what? She had been exercising, she ate vegetables, and she had a normal BMI, but occasional sugary drinks and the late night eating were quietly driving liver fat. So here's what you really need to know. You do not need to be overweight to have fatty liver. It's about where the fat is stored and how your body handles sugar. This is a light bulb moment. Let's talk about the drivers of fatty liver or MASLD. Number one, and this is really important, excess calories and sugar. The first major driver of MASLD is excess calories, especially from sugar and refined carbohydrates. When I say sugar, I mean both glucose and fructose. Even people eating healthy meals can develop fatty liver if the total calorie and sugar intake are high. Healthy meals do not cancel out the excess sugar. Sweetened drinks, fruit juice, pastries, and ultra-processed foods flood the liver with sugar, which gets stored as fat. Now, a patient of mine, she just loved her weekend pastries and soda. When she swapped soda for water and reduced the fried snacks, her liver fat improved dramatically. Now, listen, even natural sugar like fruit juice can worsen liver fat if consumed in excess. Your body doesn't care if the sugar comes from freshly squeezed juice from an organic orange or from a Coca-Cola bottle. Whole fruit is safer because fiber slows sugar absorption. Now here's the key takeaway. Excess sugar and refined carbohydrates are the first spark for liver fat accumulation. Driver number 2, insulin resistance. Now, think of insulin as a key that opens the door so that the sugar you consume can enter your cells. With insulin resistance, that key doesn't work well, so sugar stays in the bloodstream. The body responds by producing more insulin, a state called hyperinsulinemia. I went into more detail with this in my Eat to Prevent Diabetes video, which I will link to you. When this happens, glucose builds up in the blood, excess glucose is stored in the liver, and once storage fills up, it turns into liver fat. This process worsens insulin resistance even further, creating a vicious circle. I had a patient once with just mildly elevated fasting blood sugar. Once we did 3 things. We adjusted portion sizes, we spread her carbohydrates across meals, we paired her carbohydrates with protein and fiber. Once we did these things, her blood sugar improved and her liver fat decreased within months. Here's the key takeaway here. Improving insulin sensitivity helps the liver stop storing fats. Driver number 3, this is your visceral or central fat. Now, fat around the abdomen, what we call visceral fat, is metabolically active and communicates directly with the liver through the portal vein. Here's what it does. It releases free fatty acids, it releases inflammatory signals. Now these go straight to your liver, they drive fat storage even if the overall body weight looks normal. I had a patient who had a normal BMI but had central belly fat. By improving movement, meal timing, and sleep, her liver fat improved even without major weight loss. Visceral fat is not cosmetic. It increases risk for diabetes, heart disease, and liver disease. Now here's the key takeaway. Reducing belly fat protects your liver, even if the scale doesn't change. Now let's talk about the next driver, which is blood fats. We're talking about your triglycerides and your cholesterol. Now this section matters because this is where most people get confused, and I'm really going to simplify it for you. When people hear fatty liver, they assume that fat in the diet is the cause. But people, that's not the main driver. Now, triglycerides are the real pathway. Let me explain what that means. Triglycerides are fat made in the liver, but they're made primarily from excess sugar and refined carbohydrates. Now, when glucose or fructose exceeds what the body can use, the liver converts it into fat. We call this a process called de novo lipogenesis. This is the primary mechanism behind fatty liver. A patient of mine had very high triglycerides from sugary drinks and pastries, but normal cholesterol. When she reduced sugar, her liver fat improved. Eggs were not the problem. Dietary cholesterol from eggs and shellfish and meats has minimal impact on liver fat in most people. Your liver regulates cholesterol production very tightly. Cholesterol can worsen liver stress only when paired with high sugar, insulin resistance, and ultra-processed diets. If you remember nothing else, I need you to remember this. Sugar drives fatty liver, not cholesterol. Stop blaming the wrong foods. Start fixing the real cause. Now let's talk about genetics, because some people are just genetically predisposed to storing fat in the liver. But genetics only increases susceptibility. it doesn't determine destiny. I had a patient with a strong family history, with better meal timing, reduced sugar, consistent movement. Her liver health improved significantly. So lifestyle changes still matter, even when genetics play a role. So let's recap the true drivers of fatty liver. Number 1, excess sugar and refined carbohydrates flood the liver with fat. Number 2, insulin resistance traps sugar in the blood, leading to liver fat. Number 3, visceral belly fat sends inflammatory signals to the liver. Number 4, triglycerides matter more than cholesterol. Number 5, genetics increases your risk, but lifestyle has a powerful impact. Focus on reducing sugar, supporting insulin sensitivity, improving movement, and protecting your liver, not fearing eggs or whole foods. And so in summary, MASLD or fatty liver is common, but it's preventable and it's often reversible. I had a patient who believed she was doing everything right. Once we optimized meal timing, reduced sugary drinks, added consistent movement, her liver fat reversed within months, even though her weight barely changed. Your liver affects your energy, your digestion, your metabolism, and your long-term health. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe, and comment with your liver support habits. Remember, your liver matters, your gut matters, and so do you. Thank you so much, and be well.
Yo, fatty, long time no see, bro. Come in. Whoa! You've changed a lot, man.
Life's short, bro. I'm living it large.
You're not living it large. You're living it until liver damage.
A few moments later.
The biryani is yummy.
I'm just gonna stick to my veggies.
6 months later.
Ugh, bro, I don't feel so good these days.
Listen, fatty, I've always told you this. The liver doesn't complain until it's bad. It's not too late, fatty.